All right, shalom, shalom, shalom. Start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who do teach and rule well according to the scriptures. Shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel. I had a quick one I wanted to go into. A pretty much just, hey man, you see the times that we're in. You see the wars, the rumors of wars, everything heating up. Based on that third woe that was spoken about to come quickly, which is the third world's war, which in the scriptures we know it's going to be forefronted by the Russians. What you see, Russia just said for the first time, they declare the United States, Babylon the Great, an enemy. You see them moving submarines close to I think it was close to Cuba, when a lot of tensions are heating up, man. The stage is set for prophecy to be fulfilled, which of course we know we have to before World War III annihilates Babylon the Great, as is prophesied in the scriptures. The mark of the beast, the MOTB, it has to be established and pushed and offered to the world, as a increment of pretty much a peace, because that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna make all these things so bad. You see inflation's through the roof, every market that you can that you can think of is super inflated, housing, a trade, everything's super inflated to the point where now they have to they set in the stage to be able to implement that mark, because it's gonna get worse than this, man. This is just the beginning of sorrows, as it speaks about in Matthew 24. We know, hey man, it's gonna get a lot worse than what we see right now, But without further ado, I'm gonna go into Isaiah 13 and 17, where pretty much, as you can see now, we are walking into the times of Russia being about to make their move. As it's spoken about in Ezekiel 38, when the Lord said He gonna put hooks into his jaws. Amen. It's the Lord gearing this man to do what he has to do, to put him back in that Soviet Union spirit, And it was the same thing that was happening then, man. There's no new thing under the sun. That's what had the U.S. fear. Let me do that. Let me go into the Cuban Missile Crisis.
According to Wikipedia, the Cuban Missile Crisis, also known as the October Crisis in Cuba, or the Caribbean Crisis, was a 13-day confrontation between the governments of the United States and the Soviet Union, when American deployments of nuclear missiles in Italy and Turkey were matched by Soviet deployments of nuclear missiles in Cuba.
It's the same thing you see now. The Lord putting that Soviet Union spirit back in, which is ironic that you got submarines being seen over in that region. The Lord just putting those hooks back into the jaws of the Medes, the jaws of Gog and Magog. The Lord's making good on His promise on the behalf of His people, man. That's because, hey man, that's what it ultimately boils down to. The Lord making good on His word, because, hey man, the Lord's a power that He won't lie. If He said there's gonna be a third world war, then goddamn it, you better believe it's gonna be a third world war. And hey man, ain't nobody gonna be able to stop it. But yeah, that's pretty much what the Cuban Missile Crisis was going into. That fear that the U.S. always has that somebody's gonna be more powerful than them. But the Lord is putting hooks in their jaws, as I kept reiterating. Let's read on. This Isaiah 13 and 17 It says, behold, I will stir up the Medes against them. And who is the Medes? The Medes is speaking on Russia, that landmass that they occupy now. And the them that's spoken about is America, Babylon the Great. You know, it says, which shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. And that's right. There's nothing you could tell Russia right now. They mindset is, man, they're gonna be the next superpower. You know, so they don't want to hear talks of peace and treaties. You know, hey man, everybody's done their back and forth game with America. The other nations has gotten rich, you know, based on the delicacies and all the things that America has to offer, as you can read in I think it's Revelation 18. You know, but now, hey man, it's a time of, hey. They looking at America now like, hey man, have you become as weak as we? You know? So now their mindset is, hey man, well shit, I got power. Let me see if I can maneuver like America's been moving. You know, with the aid of Russia, with the aid of their allies, you know, with the aid of different things that the Lord has given them to put them to be in a position of pride, you know, because they not gonna be the next superpowers. The next ruling class is, hey man, is going to be the Israelites, as is written, you know. And yeah, man, you people don't have to believe it. I know it's it sounds far fetched. You're like, oh man, ain't no way in hell, you know, ain't no way in hell you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans in these ghettos are the next superpower. Excuse me, are the next superpower. And you'll be ruling the world. No, man, that was how it's supposed to have been since the foundation of the world, but because of our disobedience, you know, and our stony hearts to not be able to follow the commandments and us breaking the covenant, it led us to this point where we're at now. These are the curses that were spoken about, that was put on us, you know, where if we would break these commandments, these are the things that would happen to us. You know, we would be in the lower state. We would go to our enemy for the want of all things. You know, we'd be a proverb and a byword. You know, we'd be scattered amongst all these nations. You know, we wouldn't no longer be that perfection of beauty, but we'd be that degenerate, nasty, filthy plant. You know, but hey man, we coming out of that now. Starting off with the elect. And you 2/3, man, you just gonna have to get it how you live on this side, you know, because we're preaching repentance, you know, we're preaching coming back to our power, you know, and and asking for forgiveness based on our actions towards our power, you know. It says, verse 18, their bows also shall dash the young man to pieces. And those bows, man, is written all over the scriptures, where it talks about arrows being shot from one end of the earth to another. What's that talking about? It's talking about thermonuclear missiles that's going to come and ultimately annihilate Babylon the Great, the land of Israel, you know. You might have some sprinkle here and there, a couple missiles dropping, but the focus and the altar of Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is right here, you know, in Babylon the Great, you know, where it's going to be filled. It's going to be filled with all kind of sacrifices unto Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, for offering unto him. It says, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. And that's, hey, what's that talking about? Hey, that reminds me of Ezekiel 9:4, not just 9 in general, where it talks about go through the midst of the city, slay utterly young and old, you know, maid, children and women, you know. All of these things are out. Hey, the Lord has a controversy with this place, and he's going to allow, starting off with the plagues, the famines, you know, the sword, you know, beast of terror. He's going to allow all these things to come here and wreak havoc on you people, But that ultimate judgment is going to be those thermonuclear missiles, which is going to hit a it's going to end up so bad to the point where it's going to be a lake of fire here. You know, I'm watching this show now called Fallout. It's on Prime. It's based around this centered around this old school game, you know, but it's pretty much just goes into what would happen if nuclear war took place, you know, in the future of it, you know, which, hey man, when it comes down to it, ain't gonna be nothing left here on Babylon the Great, you know. people think that their bunkers are gonna save them from the trouble in times to come. Maybe in another country, but in Babylon the Great, man, you can forget about it. If you here in the soils of Babylon the Great, and the Lord hasn't delivered you and called you up, as the scriptures say, come out of my people, that you not be partakers of her plagues. If the Lord ain't called you up to come out of that, and you can pretty much say your ass is grass, you know, and ain't nothing gonna bring you out of that situation, but the grace and mercy of Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. It says, in Babylon, the glory of kingdoms, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, shall be as when the Most High overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah. Now, how the Lord overthrow Sodom and Gomorrah and those neighboring cities? He overthrew Sodom and Gomorrah by fire and brimstone. That's the same thing that's coming. That's the same thing that's coming here now. That's that second death that's spoken about. You know, that first death was during the time of Noah, when the Lord flooded the world with water. But now it's going to be when the Lord overthrows certain parts of the world by fire. You know, and then after that, man, a new Jerusalem is going to Jerusalem. The elect is going to be taken up with the Father. Then New Jerusalem is going to come down and engulf this whole world, you know, and slay those who don't want to accept Yahweh Shai as king. It says, it shall never be inhabited, neither shall it be dwelt in from generation to generation. Neither shall Arabian pitch tent there. And yeah, what's that talking about? You know, because you Arabs, you know, with your biblical nationality as you Ishmaelites, hey man, they've gotten a abundantly rich through the bullshit of these Edomites, you know, the bullshit of Babylon the Great. Even starting off with the slave trades, you know, you got abundantly rich. Hey, and so did you Chinese, man. You know, you Moabites, you know, that has been a washpot unto Babylon. You know, it says, neither shall a shepherd make their fold there. Yeah, so you ain't gonna catch niggas building and pretty much a fort in their agriculture. You ain't gonna catch that no more here. You know, people would just have to you ain't gonna get it on this side, pretty much to speak. You know. Yeah, let's continue on reading. But the beasts of the desert shall lie there, and their houses shall be full of doleful creatures, and owls shall dwell there, and satyrs shall dance there, which is pretty much reptilian, you know, snakes. That's all you're gonna catch here is desert-like creatures, you know. That's what's coming here to Babylon the Great, you know. Let's see. That's the point on that. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna end it there. You know, because that's the point. I had some other scriptures too. You know, but you know the point has been made. You know, that's what's coming here to Babylon the Great. You know, you see, we're gonna keep watching and see how the Lord moves these prophecies. You know, as we commanded to do. We're gonna watch, and we're gonna show forth the words of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. You know, which is our duty. But with that, man, I'm gonna give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Shalom to the elect. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone.